The studio lights glowed brighter than usual that afternoon, reflecting off the polished stage floor as the audience waited for another cheerful celebrity interview. Everyone expected laughter, light conversation, and playful stories. Instead, the atmosphere slowly transformed into something nobody in the studio would forget. Kelly Clarkson walked onto the stage first with her usual warm smile. She waved to the crowd, joked with the band, and welcomed viewers watching from home. Her energy seemed genuine, but those closest to the stage noticed a flicker of exhaustion behind her eyes. It had already been a long week of difficult interviews, tabloid rumors, and non-stop pressure from producers demanding higher ratings. Then Kate Hudson entered. She arrived with effortless confidence, dressed in a sharp cream-colored suit that instantly captured attention. The audience applauded loudly as she hugged Kelly and took her seat. At first, everything appeared perfectly normal. Kelly began with easy questions about Kate's latest movie project, her wellness brand, and motherhood. Kate answered smoothly, smiling for the cameras with polished Hollywood charm. But beneath the surface, tension quietly grew. The conversation shifted when Kelly mentioned a recent article criticizing celebrity culture and fake friendships in Hollywood. She laughed lightly and asked Kate if she had ever dealt with people pretending to support her while secretly competing against her. Kate smiled, but it wasn't a friendly smile. "Oh, constantly," she said, "especially in television." The audience chuckled nervously. Kelly tried to keep the mood playful. "Well, daytime TV can definitely get dramatic." Kate leaned back in her chair and crossed her legs slowly. "You said it, not me." The crowd reacted with scattered laughter, though Kelly's smile tightened for a brief second. Kelly attempted to redirect the conversation toward positivity, but Kate seemed unusually sharp with every answer. Each comment carried a hidden edge. When Kelly complimented Kate's ability to stay relevant in Hollywood for decades, Kate casually replied, "You have to reinvent yourself constantly. Otherwise, audiences get bored." The words hung heavily in the air. Some audience members exchanged glances. Kelly laughed awkwardly and nodded, though her expression betrayed discomfort. The producers behind the cameras were already whispering into headsets. Then came the moment that changed everything. Kelly brought up singing and asked whether Kate would ever release another music project. The question seemed harmless, but Kate tilted her head slightly and said, "Maybe," though stepping into music seriously takes a different level of preparation than just hosting a talk show and singing covers occasionally. A loud gasp rippled through the audience. Kelly froze. For the first time all afternoon, the host genuinely looked stunned. The band members glanced at one another. Even the camera operators seemed unsure where to point their lenses. Kelly tried to recover professionally. "Well, that's one way to look at it." Kate shrugged calmly. "I just think audiences can tell who's truly an artist and who's simply entertaining television viewers." The room fell painfully quiet. Social media clips were already spreading online before the interview had even finished airing live. Producers backstage panicked as phones buzzed non-stop with incoming notifications. Kelly inhaled deeply and forced another smile. "All right then," she said softly. But the warmth in her voice was gone. The next few minutes became increasingly uncomfortable. Kelly's questions shortened. Kate's answers became colder. Every exchange felt like a subtle battle hidden beneath polite television manners. At one point, Kelly jokingly asked whether Kate ever got nervous before appearing live on television. Kate answered immediately, "No, but I imagine some hosts do when they're struggling." The audience reacted with shocked murmurs. Kelly stared at her for several seconds, clearly trying to decide whether to continue or end the segment early. Backstage producers motioned frantically for a commercial break. The cameras cut to advertisements sooner than scheduled. Inside the studio, the tension exploded instantly. Crew members rushed around while makeup artists pretended to stay busy nearby. Kelly stood from her chair and quietly walked toward the side of the stage. Witnesses later claimed she looked furious and emotionally drained at the same time. Kate remained seated calmly, sipping water while scrolling briefly through her phone as if nothing unusual had happened. One producer approached her and whispered something urgently. Kate reportedly answered, "She asked the questions." I answered honestly. Meanwhile, Kelly was backstage arguing with senior staff members. Her voice could reportedly be heard through the hallway walls. "This is supposed to be a respectful interview," she said angrily. Not some setup for humiliation. Some crew members defended Kate, claiming she was simply being direct. Others believed the actress intentionally embarrassed Kelly for attention and viral headlines. When the show returned from commercial break, viewers immediately noticed the difference. Kelly's cheerful personality had disappeared completely. Her eyes looked red, though she continued reading cue cards professionally. Kate sat silently beside her with a composed expression, almost daring another confrontation to happen. The final segment lasted less than 5 minutes. Kelly abruptly skipped several planned questions and ended the interview early. Her closing remarks sounded unusually cold. "Thanks for joining us today, Kate." Kate smiled politely. "Thanks for having me." But the tension between them was impossible to hide. As soon as the camera stopped rolling, Kelly removed her microphone and walked straight off stage without another word. Audience members sat in stunned silence, while producers rushed to manage the chaos unfolding behind the scenes. Within hours, clips from the interview flooded every major social platform. Millions of viewers debated who was right and who crossed the line. Some believed Kate had exposed uncomfortable truths about celebrity television culture. Others accused her of deliberately humiliating Kelly on her own show. Entertainment reporters began publishing headlines calling it the most uncomfortable daytime TV moment of the year. The next morning, rumors exploded online claiming Kelly Clarkson was considering stepping away from television entirely. Neither woman publicly addressed the incident immediately, but fans noticed something strange. Kelly canceled several upcoming appearances that same week. Then came the shocking announcement. A network spokesperson revealed Kelly would be taking an extended break from the show for personal reasons. The statement was brief, careful, and vague, but viewers immediately connected it to the disastrous interview. The internet erupted again. Some blamed Kate Hudson completely. Others argued Kelly had been under pressure long before the interview happened. Former staff members anonymously revealed that exhaustion, stress, and nonstop public scrutiny had already pushed Kelly close to burnout. Still, one image remained unforgettable to viewers everywhere. Kelly Clarkson standing beneath bright studio lights, trying to smile while the audience watched her confidence slowly crumble in real time. And Kate Hudson sitting calmly beside her, unshaken as the entire show collapsed around them.